We don't like winter. Well, yeah, but I was talking about matcha, this green thing here. Do you know why I love it? Because it tastes like avocado smoothie.
Really?
It does for some reason. It does remind me avocado.
But is it in a powder? Is it always powder?
Yeah, it's a powder. Yeah, they kind of like
Yeah.
they actually you see they doing it's like yeah, it's like coffee. It's like seeing people doing coffee with coffee powder, but it's like green.
Right.
And then they mix with coffee as well if you want, or just milk. My one is just milk, yeah, and it's yeah, I love it. And then how to say it doesn't give me it does have a little bit of caffeine though. All this like um all these how to say all these teas have a little bit of caffeine, but yeah.
Nice.
But mate, um bitter cold.
We're in
The
for a
bitter
treat,
cold.
right? We're in for a treat.
We are, and I don't remember which year was that. My mind is blurry when it comes from 2007 until 2012. I don't know what happened. Those years are kind of blurry for me, maybe because life was crazy that time. But I think it's 2011 or 10. I know that it's Bitter Code 10, but I don't know which years. I couldn't find. I couldn't actually, find any information. I have to dig a bit deeper to find out. But definitely one of the best, if it's not the best. Have you watched any Bitter Code before?
I have, but I don't think I've seen the one we're about to watch, which is a good thing.
Yeah, you're gonna be impressed
Yeah.
because the other day I watched it after many years. I was like, damn, fucking hell, these guys are crazy. It was just like those kind of contests that everyone is doing the best and everyone is just landing everything one after the other one. And you're like, I don't know who's gonna win this, man. And all the all the people that is in these contests right now, it's just they're all legends. They're like Hall of Fame, people.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yeah, that's one of the best I ever watched. All right, we're gonna put it in. Let me just see if it works. It did. Nice. Let's see if we're gonna listen. I think we can play this one with music. YouTube's not gonna be angry because there is no music. It's just yeah, Alo and what's the name of the dude, the long brown hair that he also he's the owner of the Intuition skate shop.
Oh, Matt Mickey?
Yeah, Matt Miggy and Alo Eisenberg. That's the one narrating the contest. All right, let me see. Can you hear anything?
No.
Oh, you cannot hear the music.
No.
So well, now it's frozen for me. Wait just 1 second. I can hear the music pretty loud here, and I'm trying to. I'm try. Here we go. All right. Let me just go back here. Sorry. Do you wanna? I think the
If it
reason why.
if it's playing
Hmm.
for everyone else but not for me, it's fine. I don't mind. Just run it how it has to be.
Yeah, no, I can actually change to other phones. But I think the reason why you cannot hear because I'm putting a microphone and the microphone using the jack of the computer. So the computer is just like a not it's not transferring the sound. Let me just try. I'll just change.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Just a second. What about now?
I can hear you.
Ooh, what about now?
I can still hear you, but the video is not playing.
Done. Everything seems fine here.
Yeah,
Oh,
the video is not playing for me.
hello. No, wait
Yeah?
a second. Mm, damn, what I've done. Ooh, you cannot hear me, can you? No.
I can hear you. I can hear
Ah,
you.
fuck. Done. All right, just a second. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mm, let me just put the like. Wait. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Sorry, man. Now I can. Now I can fix it. It's- Hello.
Yes.
Good. Sorry, man.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem.
Let's see if you can hear the music. No, I mean, actually the video. Can you hear? Did you hear
No.
anything?
No.
So we're gonna have to listen without the music. Anyway, so good. I tried.
Okay. No problem.
We it made part of the WRS. So there was all these contests that were. Let me just go back here and see all the contests that was make part of the WRS. Which was multiplayer. If the things already was happening at that time. I didn't know. Interclash and Montreal Classic. Yeah, I don't remember much Montreal. Do I? I think I do remember Montreal Classic. Yeah, Set Invitation. I remember that a lot. And Bitter Code. Yeah, the WRS was it was crazy that time as well. It was a kind of another Pro too, but international, and all these main contests were happening around the world. And then there was a final in Las Vegas, I think. And yeah, it's big contest. Yeah, I wish I knew which year was that. Well, yeah, man. You were in Blading Cup couple of a week ago, right?
Yes.
It was your first time.
No. I want to say my second or third
Hmm.
time.
Okay.
Let's say second. A segunda.
Segunda vez. How was it?
It was awesome, man. It's always great. It's always just like a very good vibes. Um,
Hmm.
Hugs left and right. People are just saying hi to each other. Um, it's always nice to see the pros out there. I got the
Hmm.
biggest hug from Yandriel Silverio. Uh, his
Yeah,
nick
yeah.
his nickname is Gordo, and I called him Gordo, and he looked at me like what the heck? And I was like Gordo, and he just hugged me like give me a big hug.
Yeah.
I wanted to try out the Lawrence's skates, the Omnis.
Mhm.
So I took my liners and I just tried on the different shells to see which one fit better.
Okay. How did you
Yeah.
feel?
Um, I'm still iffy. I'm still not 100% sure if I should downsize or stay with my size.
Oh, I see. What
Like
size is your feet?
42 normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so if you want to downsize, you mean from M to small, right?
Yes.
I
If
see. Yeah.
there was a shell in between, like that would be the perfect shell
Well, I have
for
the
me.
Omni.
For
I
me.
had. I mean, I bought it and I saw it, but I had my feet is normally 41.
Okay.
UN
Eight.
EU
Yeah.
41, which is in centimeters would be 26.5. I would say it's 26.5 centimeters. And
36.
the small 26 centimeters, point five.
Okay. Okay.
26.5, yeah. Or 265 mils,
Yeah,
right? So
265. Yeah.
I my feet barely fit on this small. Like it's just enough. But
With what
I had
liner?
to put
With the stock liner?
no. I didn't buy the stock line. I just bought the shell. So it was pretty much the shell, and then I put this the thinnest line that I had, which was the skinny boy.
Excuse me.
Because actually the skate itself, you could see there's a lot of room where I mean on the side of on the top of the top of the foot, that area, which we call how do you call the top of the foot? Like we call peito de pé, like the chest of the feet. Do you know, like you have your foot here and this area here where it goes up, you know? What do you call that top of the feet?
In Spanish, it's called empeine.
Empeine.
Empeine. Like I know because soccer, like you hit with that part of your
Yeah.
foot to hit the soccer ball, right? Like el empeine. In English, I don't know. Top of the foot.
Yeah, exactly. Right. In Portuguese, they say chest, the peito, you know, peito the pé.
Yeah.
So that area, the chest, the top, and it's quite tall, so you don't feel that it's actually like tight at all. I mean, when you once you put the foot in this case, you feel like yeah, it's alright. It's not. There's no point pressure in anywhere in the front of the foot. But the problem is you get used to with that. But when you go to skate, my feet start hitting the top of I mean the end of the skates, the
Yeah.
toe box. So I had to put like a little like a double, not a double, like those foam tapes. So I just put a foam tape there, and then it helped a little bit. So if you are 42, I think I wouldn't recommend you
Yeah.
a small one. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't convince me.
Yeah.
And I used it with the intuition liner. Like normally I use size small in my dem skates, and that fits
Mhm.
perfect. Like that skate was made for my foot. The small shell.
The small dam skates, I think, is like 5 mil or 7 mil longer than the Omni small. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, man, Omnis, I think, is my favorite UFS skates. I skate Aeons. That's my go-to skates. You know, if I wanna, like, it's just a skate that I'm used to.
And the
But
Aeon, the
UFS,
Aeon, el pecho del Aeon is real low.
yeah, that's why my one it's quite big. Yeah, the I use the 41, 42, and actually it's
Yeah.
huge for me. It's huge, man. It's huge. Like I have like almost 4 fingers in front of my foot. Like
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Because my feet is like I say, it's 265 mils,
65.
and the Aeon's shell it's 289, I think. It's it's like 2.5 centimeters, which is 3 fingers. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of space in front, but Aeons are very tight, like on the top of the foot, and also uh, I would say um the ankle is quite tight as well. So I don't have a problem, but I
Yeah.
wish I could fit my feet in the smaller one, but I can't. Yeah, I cannot. Yeah, but yeah. So you're not sure if you want to get it.
Yeah, I know because I tried the version 2. I tried the Yandriel ones, and you tried the version 1, right? The white ones. I want the
Yep.
white ones. But Lawrence didn't take those that day because he said he's not going to sell them anymore, so there's no point for him to take them to Blading Cup. So I tried the other shell. I tried the bigger shell.
Oh,
If
I
you
see. I
think
see.
if you think that you have space in the white ones, in the newer one you have more space. So it would be a better
Oh,
fit.
oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, yeah. But don't take my word because I never tried the version one.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just I'm
I
just
have no
going like
problems
by
with version one.
yeah. That's what I'm
Perfect.
saying. By what
Perfect.
you say and by what I tried, I think you would be like way better with version two.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit and I'm gonna buy version two. But I wanted to buy the white one again. So they're not gonna have a V2 white. Is that what you're saying?
No. Yeah. Well, I
Oh
mean,
no.
as of now, no. As of now, no. Just black, and then the I think it's called mami. Mami. It's a fruit from Cuba that is inspired by those colors that
Yeah.
are on that skate.
Yeah, like he says like looks like papaya, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty common in Brazil, papaya. Yeah. Which is we call mamão.
Mamau.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Yeah, we eat for breakfast. Some people eat for breakfast every day. Yeah,
It's really good for your
papayas.
stomach.
It is. It is. Yeah, that's true. That's what they
Yeah.
say in Brazil too. Yeah, pretty good for your digesting system.
Yes.
It's really good. Yeah. But other than that, how was you were saying about the vibe of Blading Cup and how was it? I mean, who did you meet there? Who you never seen before? Was the first time you met? How was it?
Well, normally I go and I hang out with Arlo in the drug receipts booth. So that's like my safe spot. Arlo is just always welcoming for me to go over there. So why not, right?
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah. So I go there and I help them sell, merchandise or do whatever I can to just put my 2 cents in there. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I mean, I Chris Edwards was hanging out right there at the booth as well. I tried on his skates, his Frankie
Hmm.
Morales fives. They were really sweaty. Um, I think he had just finished skating, so like, but I just wanted to try the size. He's a size
Yeah.
42, so I'm like, hey Chris, can I try on your skates? I said Godfather, like Godfather, can I try on your skates? He's like, yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead. So I tried it on. It's real sweaty. There's more room in that skate than I thought. Um,
Oh,
but but then I've also tried a size 8, which is a 41, and that one is too tight. So maybe I
oh,
need to get
okay.
the 42 and maybe put an insole, a footprint insole or
Yeah.
something.
You
Um,
are in the size of people say there's a size in rollerblade which I'm not sure what size, which is between 41 and 42. I think that's where you are, and
yeah,
I think that should be in 27 centimeters. That's one like half size above me.
that size up,
But that
yeah.
size, I hear a lot people who had that size, they had a hard time finding the right the right skates. Yeah,
Because it's either too big or it's too small.
true. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
say that them
The
skates small
density,
size were perfect for
yeah,
you, right?
that one fit. That one fit perfect, man. With
All
the
right.
with the version two intuition and the small shell, like that's my size.
Cool, cool. So you better
Yeah,
stick with
so
that. I never. Go ahead.
after hanging out right there at the booth, we did a little bit of walking around. I got to see Robbie Pitts's skate, his new pro skate. As soon as we got to Blading Cup, like I saw him and I started talking to him, and I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable, but I still had to ask, like about his skate. Can I touch your skate? That type of deal. Robbie's a cool guy. He's always bringing good vibes out there. And
You know,
another new
I met Robbie back in 2002 in
where
Australia. In Australia, he's Australian. Well,
Australia.
there was a time that I moved to Australia. And funny enough, man, the other day, another day, I mean, a few months ago, I don't know if you saw it, but he posted pictures and videos of him back in the day when he had like a baggy clothes, and looked pretty much like a normal skater. Have you seen those pictures?
No, I'll be honest. I have not seen them. Send
He
send
had
them to
he
me on the message.
Oh, I don't have it. He just posted as a
Oh,
story. Yeah.
okay.
Um, but he just looked like just a normal 2005 skater, baggy
Yeah.
clothes and short hair. He still have the like very bright red hair. But what I remember, because when I moved to Australia was 2002, and on that year 2002 or 2003 there was like a, I forgot the name of the street contest, but there was a street contest there where Blake Dennis and Ian Brown show up. And on the way back home, I remember I was on the bus, and that was 2003. And then on the way back home, I remember seeing Rob like doing some tricks on the. I was on the bus and Rob was outside, like in this like ledge just in front of the immigration center, which is just next to the Central Station in Sydney. And I remember seeing him wearing like TRS, white TRS skates and practicing backside royale. He was just starting skating that time, I think.
Was he by himself?
And that, yeah, he was by himself. And I had that in my mind for a long time, in the back of my mind for a long time. And I totally forgot about that, right? But when he posted those images of
It
him from that time, that thing just came back. And I sent
reminded
him a
you.
message. And I sent him a message straight away, man. You don't know me. Like, we just met a couple of times in Australia, but I just had a flashback here of you, and I explained to him the situation that I saw him at the immigration center ledges. And he said, man, I remember that. So that was like it was 20 years ago. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Now, since that time, he's just a lovely guy, man. So friendly and so like respectful to everyone. Yeah, it was Australian skaters mostly of then are like that, man. Really open mind, really cool to hang
Yeah.
around with, to skate with.
Another cool thing about Robbie is he takes the time to respond messages. Like
Yeah,
maybe it's his job, maybe it's not, but he'll genuinely just answer your questions or your thoughts or your comments. Like he's always a nice guy on that.
he's a natural, like he's like that. Yeah, if you come to talk, you met him, so yeah, probably he took the time to speak to you properly, not just hey hi, see you later, man. Not like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah. Or not say anything, right? No, he takes the time. Nice guy.
he's approved.
Yeah, so another skate that I was able to see out there that I was really happy to hold in my hands was the Fabiola skate.
Yeah,
I
man.
was able to hold that in my hands and just be like, wow, like this is happening. It's actually happening.
Dude, I got something to show you. Let me just move this camera here in 1 second. You talk about Fabiola, right? So my my mouse is not working properly, but I'm gonna bring you something. So I'm gonna remove these here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got left alone. We're gonna do a commercial break, brought to you by Night Skate Shop. Night Skate Shop is here, located in San Bernardino, California, 395 Fourth Street to be exact. Um, if you guys need anything, don't hesitate to holla. We got specials this weekend, only this weekend only. Sorry, Lalau, you left me alone, but I'm gonna do a commercial. All right, he's
No, man,
back.
that's the best. Very professional.
I tried.
Do
I
you,
tried.
do you remember our last conversation about Fabiola when we did the live last time? Oh, before the live, I think I was talking about I needed to get a skate to get Fabiola to sign. I got it.
Wow.
Look at this. That's the Daytona. I mean, not the Daytona, the Dirks, but yeah. Fabiola
Is
used
that
to use.
is that the one that had a metal piece for the 45 strap?
No, if they had, I don't know. I think the Daytonas had the metal strap,
Mm-hmm.
and these ones are the Dirk.
Yes.
These ones
Dirks.
didn't have Dirks, right? I think the
Yes.
Dirks didn't have the power strap, although they have the line here. Can you see?
The line. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, where that's the medal. Yeah, the medal was it's like a
The
it was
channel.
like a how do you say
That's
it
the
was
channel for the metal to go there. Yeah.
it's like a metal cable, right? That goes
Yeah.
a thin metal cable that go across here. Yeah, yeah. Now I have to get her to sign.
Wow.
I could find it. Yeah, I was like, damn, I gotta find this thing, and I found it like not long ago. And the thing is, when I put them, I put this one is okay, but the other one that I put on, and I when I went to close the buckle just broke. So
Oh
I
fuck.
guess the plastic is not that firm anymore. So I gotta be careful with this. The thing is with olds, you find a lot of old skates in Japan because they like to keep all these things, in storage, and they resell them later. Not to get money, it's just because they just want to get rid of them. And so I got this one for $30.
Wow.
And but the thing is, Japan, the summer he's crazy hot, man. It's like suffocating, and the humidity is pretty high. So I think the plastics they don't last long. So the other Salomon skates that I bought as well, I bought two Salomon skates, and the first trick that I've done with them was gone already.
On
So
both
this
of
one I'm
them?
not gonna
On both pairs?
on both of them, yeah. I
Ah.
bought and they were just like brand new.
You need the
One, the
Julian
calf
to
broke.
don't tell Julian to send you his old ones.
Everyone says if you wanna buy Salomon, buy from Europe, Salomon's, because they were being conserved much better in better conditions than here in Japan. Japan, the summer here, there is no way to, especially Japan, they don't have like how do you call centralized air conditioning? I don't know how you'd say that, where the air conditioning goes to the whole house. Now it's just like by room. So my room, I know, there's an air conditioning over there, and then another room there's an air conditioner over there. The kitchen there is no air conditioning. So the nothing, just like rooms. So depending where you storage your skates in Japan, they're gonna be exposed to extremely heat.
Yeah, the weather.
The weather is crazy, yeah. But yeah, man, got this
My
one.
friend my friend had those. My friend Ivan had those skates.
Yeah, I did have these ones too back in the day, but I didn't skate much. I didn't like them. I don't know why. I thought that the frames were too low, and I
Hmm.
kept like I mean, that time I didn't know much. I mean, I didn't understand that. Oh, just put a bigger wheel so your frame wouldn't be scraping the floor. So I would jump with it, and if I landed a little bit awkward, the frame would touch the floor and just scrape it, just like my legs would just spread like that. So, and I saw them straight away. I didn't like them. Yeah.
Maybe life
So
was telling you to do cess slides.
it's true. Self sliding was not a thing at that time, but yeah, it was 98, I think, or 97. I was skating mostly on half pipe that time, yeah. But yeah, it was that. But yeah, now I got the skates. But yeah, fabulous skates, man. Oh man, it was huge in Brazil. Looking Marco Rage was, yeah, doing send me the message, say, man, the party is amazing. She's so emotional, and everyone's so emotional. It just looked like everyone was happy, not only her.
And not only in Brazil, I think also here in the States, I could say people were happy about it. Like it's a big thing not only for Brazil or for Fabiola. I think it's a big thing for also for women in the sport.
Exactly.
Having that Blades collaboration with it. Um, I think that's a big deal,
It
especially
is,
for even the younger girls. Like Julika or Nicoli. Like I know for a fact that Fabiola is a big inspiration for them all,
yeah.
and for men too. And
Absolutely. She was a big inspiration for me, yeah.
yeah,
I just wanted to do 540s the way she does. She did. She was huge for everyone, man. It was, yeah,
yeah.
like you're right. It was a big thing for the whole community, not only for her, not only for Brazilian skaters, or not, yeah, for everyone. Yeah, it was a big thing, yeah. Um, I think she for those that didn't meet her or didn't see her skating, it's just quite hard to explain because during that time there was no like I mean only the videos that we have it's like other pro pro tour or X Games or like these things that were on TV. There were no people filming her a lot because she was not skating out on the streets. So all the footage that you see from her was actually her skating on the streets. I
Yeah.
mean on the events,
And the
in the
horses, yeah.
competitions, not yeah. So I think she's is the biggest example of being a professional skater. Like she's the biggest example. She was just doing. She learned English pretty quick. She was doing interviews. She inspired everyone. I was watching the other day with the interview that she was doing, and for her age, she already was like really like mature and and knew what she wanted, and she was challenging herself all the time to get better and better. And yeah, and she just has this huge how can I say? She has this huge hunger for getting things done. The way she say like, "Oh, I know I can do it, so I'm gonna do it." She always say like that, and it's very inspirational. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a strong woman.
oh, in all the ways. She's
Yeah,
a strong woman. Yeah,
even like her workouts that she does, right? Like CrossFit workouts, like wow, man, like the way she just pushes her body is like ooh, like
yeah. And then we actually interviewed her again after the skate release. And she was saying that she's now super inspired to come back and skate again. She wanted to compete again, man. She's gonna go back to competitions. She
oh
wants to go to
shit.
FEES. She wanna
Be
go to FEES
careful.
and
Be careful,
yeah, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, and then actually she said, no, I still can do it. My body's okay for that. I still can do it. I just have to, be training skating in a, like I say, in a with a mentality of she's going to compete. You know what I mean? Before she was all these couple of years, this few years, she was just skating for fun. And there's a big difference when you compete, skate for fun, and actually train for competition. So she's gonna be training. She's gonna be, yeah. She's gonna come. She's gonna come. Gonna show up on fees and I don't know Interclash, but yeah, she wants to go to fees. She said she want to compete on fees. That's her dream.
That's so awesome, man. That's so awesome to hear.
Yeah, man, how crazy! I just like skate. See, it doesn't take much for people like Fabiola to get motivated to do something. People would just like I don't know. I don't want to say shit, but I don't find, but just got a skates not long ago, and he just like I don't want to skate anymore, and he got his skates, from Aeon. I don't know. I don't find it Aeons, but I'm not saying anything like how can I say? I'm not cheating on him. I'm just saying like the different type of people. Like there are people who just get motivated. It doesn't take much to get motivated and go out there and just do what they love. And
Yeah.
some people do. It takes a lot. And if I believe those people that oh yeah, oh, now I got my skates. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna go back and compete again.
Be
For sure,
careful,
it's gonna be.
everybody. Be careful. Fabiola's coming for you guys.
But I don't know, man. Those girls, Julika and Nicole, they are so good, man. They are so good. Um,
The
they are like,
Rafinha, she's really good too.
she is. Let me just go here. She's like, how can I say? She's the next one that's gonna come and take not to take the spot. Not saying the spot. I'm saying like
Next
she's
upcoming,
like
next upcomer.
she's Yeah, no, she's like more like a Jalika. She's that kind of style, like go big and spins. But I think Laurinha and Nicole, it's more like grinds, make things more perfect. And how can I say?
George
It's
George said that Ana Julia's taking over.
Ah, she is,
And
man. I've seen she's
Julita.
skating.
Julita's the future.
Yeah, I've seen she's skating in person. Just like I don't know, something special about her. It's hard to get the way she skates watching events, but when you see her just skating for fun, it's just yeah, she's a natural. She doesn't take much for her to do the things that she wants to do,
Like she
you know.
genuinely loves rollerblading.
For her, it's just for fun. That's why I was talking to Roger, her coach,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the good thing about it because
Yo,
Roger is
Roger.
there to, yeah, yeah, Roger, yeah, Roger's man doing a crazy, amazing job, and so he's the good thing about Roger, Roger's there to take care about all those things that Anna Julia is just too young to take care, like sponsorship, getting hotels, and how to get from one place to the other one. You know what I mean? Organizing where which next event we're gonna go. She's there to take care of all of these part, which is not so fun, especially when you're 14, 15 years old. So her thing is just to skate. She just show up there and skate, and that's the best thing, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I think also Laurina, it's uh gonna be also like a big thing. Just gonna find out this.
Montre Livingston said in one of his live interviews that he has somebody. He didn't say nobody. He didn't say names, but he said, "I have somebody. We got a couple people coming onto the Icon team." He's like, we got somebody from Brazil. I know it's Laurinha. It has to be.
Yeah, my
Like who else?
Laurin, my Laurin is already on the icon.
But I mean, I don't think they really have announced it.
She
Like,
has, yeah. She's on the
really?
website.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
She's
Then
been
I'm
there
late.
as
I'm
an.
late to the party then. But yeah, Montre was talking about somebody from Brazil getting on the icon. I was like, I know it's Laurinha.
I already
Has to
know.
be. Yeah.
I already know who it is. I cannot say. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's someone else. Oh, sheesh. Okay,
I already
okay.
know. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. But yeah, it's icon. I think they're taking a different approach now, changing they changing. How can I say? I think they changed the way they're gonna market the skates, and but yeah, so they got. I mean, I'm just gonna show you here who is in the team right now. Um, team, but I think Laurina, she's on the amateur team, right? So yeah, that she is. Let me just show you. Um, here it is. That she is here. Can you see?
Oh shit.
And she's been here for a while. That's I have like this picture is like a couple of years ago, or two, or a year ago at least. She's officially on Icon a year ago as an aggressive AM.
Can you go down a little bit more?
Yeah, it's up to here. It doesn't go any further than that. I think this guy is here. A new came in recently, and but now they have. I mean, they did an update, but they have Yaro Spring
Yes, yes, yes.
as a pro, and also the dude from Canada with curly hair. I forgot his name. He was in Icon at Icon before, and then he left, went to Roses, and then now he's back in Icon.
Hmm.
I think he's French Canadian. Yeah, but he's pretty good. Yeah, and then I know who's coming next, but I cannot say.
All right,
But I'm sure I'm
we're not gonna keep asking.
yeah, you're gonna put me trouble, yeah. But but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
It's gonna be someone that deserves, you know. I mean, so many good skaters in Brazil now. I don't know what happened
I think I
since
know who.
the
I think I know who now. I think I know who. I don't know. I could be mistaken, but I think I know who.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna make it right, get it right.
Ben 10.
Maybe. There are many other ones.
I know, but he deserves it.
Oh man, so good. That's what I say. There are so many good skaters in Brazil now that it's just. I think it was never like that. There was a lot of skaters in Brazil with high level of skating because the Brazilian scene was strong with the numbers of skatings. There was back in 2010 or 2012. There were big competitions there. There was like a lot of people. And but at this time, I think it's different because back in at that time it was hard to get access to skate parks because Brazilian streets are not so um safe, for young kids. And now there's more the presence of parents on the skate parks as well, taking kids to skate, taking this skating as a at least as a occupation for kids, activity, for kids. So like my mom never accept me that I skated. Like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. But this generation is different. So all these things together, I think it's contributed to make this huge um it is like it contributed to make this generation a very special generation that's coming up in Brazil, a very special one, yeah. Those ones that they have because look, if you think about it, Fabiola came in 96 and then took another next generation, I would say 5 years later came Carlos Pianovas, and then took another 5 or 7 years and then Fabio Enes show up. You know what I mean? So there was all these gaps between really big skaters in Brazil, but now we have four at least four is skaters that's like from the same generation basically skating at the prime. And even though like Ana Julia and Nicole Machado is not even in the prime yet, they still like teenagers. Ana Julia is just 15. She just turned 15. Laurinha just turned 15. I think Nicole is 17. So yeah, big things happening in the next 5 years in Brazil, man.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Like, if I'm not mistaken, on your guys' other podcast, you were talking about how like before maybe Brazilian skaters wanted to go out al extranjero, go out to US, and now it's like I think I could be mistaken, but I think people are looking at Brazil. Like there's eyes on Brazil.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you're right. I mean, before was like if you wanted to some degree have sponsorship or I don't know, make your name in skating, you got to go out and actually not only go out to the competitions, but also live overseas, like Carlos Pianovas
yeah,
did, like
Carlos, exactly,
Fabiola
exactly.
did, yeah, like Fabio Ennis did, because there was no other way of you to expose yourself to the media, to the videos, and anything like that. You got to be there. You got to go out with the video makers. All the video makers were living in Europe or in US, mostly in US. So you got to go there and stay there at least to get your session done, or got to go to the competitions, and the competitions is happen often. So you got to live in the US to be able to go to the competitions or only in Europe. I think now that most of the publicity you can do from wherever you are because of the internet. So like Nicole,
Yeah.
the way she's doing, she's doing a great job just by staying in Brazil and just promoting Powers Light and you know, so she can actually live in Brazil and be a professional now. So by doing that, all the professional skaters, if they don't need to leave Brazil, they are actually making part of the Brazilian scene in their prime.
Stronger.
So people want to come and skate with them in this environment. And not only that, they will be around in Brazil, being inspiration to the skaters in Brazil. So it's much more like it's a big thing. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, same as
It's
it
like
was in the
working.
US.
It's like working from home. Like your company says,
Yeah,
okay, you can work at your house.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, remote job, you know.
Remote job.
But yeah, I think that's yeah, Brazilian scene. That's we had a scene. It was local, much local. I think the Brazilian scene going to become an international scene where people want to come, like you say. People want to come to Lenny. You know Lenny from France? He's actually in Brazil right now. He's a pretty
Hmm.
he competes in fees and he's pretty big. And he's in Brazil right now. And I think Tomo Tom, Tom, I should think it's Tobias or something like that. Is used to
I know
be
his handle, Tomo. Tomo.
yeah. He was in Brazil. He's still in Brazil too. I don't know. He went there to skate with Felipe Zamba and Nikki. So yeah, so that's the thing. People want to start to come, like, be interesting to go to Brazil and and skate there with that kind of environment. Yeah,
Brazil
which
camp.
is
You gotta have a Brazil camp.
exactly right.
I
Let's
mean, I think
organize
that
one.
would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be a great idea because only in Brazil there's so many skaters there, man. I don't know if people can realize how many skaters in Brazil and how many schools everywhere, how many kids are skating. It's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah,
My
I
my
think.
favorite kids that I've seen aside of all the Brazilian stars. Um,
Mhm.
what are the crianzas? Las crianzas.
Yeah,
I think they have their own Instagram. No, crianzas.
they do have one.
They usually skate with Nicole and Samba.
Yeah, crias, no crias,
Las crías.
which
Yeah,
is as a just a joke. Crianças is one word. Cria is just like a someone that you
take
raise.
care of. Yeah, you take
Yeah,
care of. Yeah, yeah.
like the name Kriya, the word Kriya comes from like a kriya, which is mean raise. So this is my Kriya. It's like a kind of a slang. It's like that's
It's
who I
same
raised.
Spanish. Same in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah.
So yeah, there are these kids. They say Kriyas of Nick. 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 She said that's my Kriyas. Minhas Kriyas. There are these kids, which is like a kids that lives in a like how do you say house project house just in front of one of the skate parks. So they
En
start
la
coming to the
favela.
skate park. I don't think it's favelas, but it's more like a not privileged area. But I don't
Yeah,
think it's favelas. Yeah, to that point. But uh favelas will be um more like a how can I say
rougher
out of
areas.
control. Yeah, out of control. Less like authorities taking care, and
Yeah.
the projects will be more like a poor area. You know, the poor area, which was favelas 50 years ago. Favelas were projects that went out of control. 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Yeah, like the movie City of God. Have you watched?
That's my favorite movie.
Yeah, like
That's
that.
one of my that's one of my favorite movies.
Mine too. Yeah, great. That's an amazing movie. Yeah. So yeah, there are the creators of Nick, which is these kids, and which is also in south of Brazil, where she's from, like Curitiba, around the area, Florianópolis, Curitiba. And then there is Go Roller, the skate shop. So they also have a school there. And then, if I'm not wrong, there is another guy also in around the same area who has another school with another kids. If you go to the Go Roller, we say Go Roller YouTube channel, they have a lot of videos showing.
Diego Rachadel.
Yes, Toko, yeah. There's a lot of videos over there showing they teaching kids, and they have also the meetings every month. There is a big meeting they call Encontrão, which is all the kids come and they teach for free, and they have breakfast and they have everything, pretty cool. There is another one in São Paulo. There are many in São Paulo, in Rio, in Minas, everywhere there's schools, which is pretty cool, man. Yeah. So yeah. How is the scene in US when it comes to
As
kids?
I mean, there's a couple kids out there, like the Vikings. You heard of the Vikings on skates?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
There's those kids. Um, they're the main ones, to be honest. They're the main kids out there. Um, there's this Thursday night skate that they do at Tustin, Tustin, Tustin Skate Park, and usually there that's where, like, I would say the younger kids would go, um, because of Vikings, because of there's a couple other kids, but
Hmm.
it's Astrid and Thor that are the ones that are putting out, like, the main work right now.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
there's also Joey Barbera's daughter. Um, I can't remember her name right now. Sorry. But she's out there too, putting in her work. Um, Little by little, I think people get inspired. Just seeing.
Hmm.
I think Blading Cup is a big influence. Like, seeing
Hmm.
Chloe, Seoa, Yoon Seon, um, you know, SL, all those kids when they came out, they've gained experience just like skating with people out here, but they also leave memories where, like, kids here are like, I want to keep skating because of Seoa, or because of SL, or because of Chloe. Like, I could be mistaken. There could be more people out there, but I am not all the time skating,
Hmm.
so I don't get to see it all.
Oh, I see, I see. I mean, but there is no things like a school for kids. You don't see people teaching, or you hear on the
uh,
internet or something, or you see on the internet. You don't see that much in US, do you?
you know, what's this guy? He skates for them skates. Um, Coda Holt, Coda,
I think Coda,
Koda. He has his
Coda.
school. He has his
Okay.
school. Richard, when Richard's been able to be out there skating, he's also had Vikings on skates under their wing. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, there isn't like a school per se. Like, there isn't a skate park that has facilities kind of like BDJ, or um,
Hmm.
Tricks Park, or the Z Park that you guys have in Brazil. There
Hmm.
isn't a skate park that's linked to um, the community like that, except for maybe the ones in New Jersey. Level
Hmm.
Up. I don't know if you heard of Level Up Skate Park.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
That would
level
be
up. Yeah.
the only one that I can think of right now. But that's in the East Coast.
Yeah.
So I'm West
On the
Coast.
side
That's
there.
East Coast. But Johnny Saves is always out there doing his thing too. It's a nonprofit organization that
Hmm.
they they use they use extreme sports to level up in all aspects of life, whether it be mental awareness, mental health, or just
Yeah,
anything that
yeah.
we need to level up on. Like, that's the spot to go to. But I feel like maybe that place needs more exposure. Like, we
Yep.
don't hear too much about it, right? But
True.
slowly but surely, it's picking up. It's picking up.
I'm saying that because from my experience, Japan, Korea, or other countries in Asia, like Malaysia, China, and Brazil, probably other countries in South America too, we they flourish with kids because of these schools. Without no doubt. There are so many schools. When I say schools, like one guy, like say me or you, decided, oh, I'm just gonna get a couple of kids and take to the skate park, and I'm gonna teach them the basics. Of course, you're gonna charge money for that, little money, and then all of a sudden you got 10 kids or 15 kids or 20 kids. That's one school, and then there is another teacher or another instructor and do the same in a different skate park. So slowly slowly by slowly, it's gonna grow in the number of kids because they see kids doing it, especially girls doing it, and kids see the interest in that and seeing like a safe environment for you to learn something new. The parents gonna see it as a safe environment for kids. So I think people talking about a lot about these countries being the future of skating. And if you ask me why, I say straight away the schools. There's no doubt, no doubt about that. So many schools everywhere. So he created a perfect environment for kids. It's not only in ice skating. I see here a lot of BMX and skateboarding schools everywhere here in Japan as well. And they're doing great in all of these skates, you know. And I was in China and I saw a lot of kids as well, a lot of kids doing it because they're in schools as well, you know. So it's something that people should look at it and copy, you know, because that's the main reason. And you talk about the kids from Korea, right? Sunjan, forgot the little kid, the little boy, I forgot his name.
Jun Seong.
Junseon, yeah, Junseon and Soa. I met them in China, and they're so cool. Soa, oh, by the way, yeah, her name is we all say Seoa, but it's pronounced Soa.
Seoul, like
Soa.
Seoul, Korea, like Seoul, Korea.
Yeah, Soa. Yeah, Soa. Soa.
Seoul.
Because my girlfriend is Korean, so when I showed her video of Soa and ask her, I say Seoa, she say no, her name is Soa. But anyway,
Seoul.
Soa actually was born in Japan.
Oh
Her
wow.
mom is Japanese Korean, like my girlfriend, and her dad is Korean. So she was born here, and then she moved to back to Korea, right? So she can speak fluently Japanese and Korean. So she's so sweet because she's talking to everyone. She can also speak like basic English, and
Yeah.
she's very like outgoing. So probably she spoke English in US there. But when in fees in China, she was hanging around with the Japanese kids, you know, with Kaho and Mei-chan, you know, and all these girls. She was just there amongst them and talking to them in Japanese, like nothing. And then she just go back to the Korean group and start talking in Korean as well. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. And she's such a sweet girl. Yeah. And I spoke to a lot with her dad, and yeah, and then she's she's very how can I say, she's very inspired by just by the fact that she can skate and have fun. That's what inspired her. The way her dad was explaining, like, oh, so what I was asking him, so what makes like Seo wants to skate? He said it's just because she wants to have fun, you know. She thinks it's skating is just to have fun. There's nothing more than that. And they keep like traveling. They were in China, so next week they're going to Malaysia, and then the next week they're going to Blading Cup. But they were pretty busy traveling in all these
Wow.
different places in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you know. And but kids love that, man. You know, they're like they don't care where they sleep. You know, they just
They just want to skate.
yeah,
Have you ever
exactly. Yeah,
have you
yeah.
ever seen her brother?
It's a skateboarder, right?
Yes. Yes, he
Yeah,
is
I've seen. Yeah,
skateboarding.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen she's posting about it.
I just think it's so cool, man. Like, the brother and sister, one rollerblades, one skateboards, but you can just see that they have fun. Like you said, like they're just
Yeah,
having fun, like the smile in their face is not fake. They're just like that's what comes out.
I think that's a big difference between the skating nowadays and back in the day. Riccardo Lina say something about that when he went to the Italy World Skate Games. So after that, he made a video about it. He said something different about the generation nowadays. Just like it's more like a cheering and more like a enjoyment than back in the day. And so yeah, we are facing a different type of skating nowadays, like a different attitude. And I think the skating evolved like culturally as well. We as human beings, we evolved as well. And maybe skating back in the day was something that there was so much money involved that it created a different it requires you to be very tough and very like a um how can I say very like motivated by anger to jump off a building or something, you know. I think that's natural as well. When money comes to pouring, people wants to get their money. So who does the bigger jump? Who does the longest race? So, you know, gonna do the crazy stuff? So people gonna try to top the other one. And by doing that, you have to become somebody else, you know. You have to get motivation and then you become
Step
somebody
up the
else. And
game.
people yeah, exactly. So it takes something from someone, you know what I mean? To step up the game, it cost. There's a lot of
That's
cost
what I'm
involved, you
saying.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Be careful when Fabiola goes out and she competes, because
Everybody gonna start taking serious
cuidado,
as well too.
cuidado.
Yes, cuidado. But it's yeah, this new generation is more fun, I guess. They do have some pressure, like they want to win. They want to how can I say? I think they have pressure from the competition, but they don't have a pressure from the community for you to be somebody that you're not, you know. Back in the day, was all um generic, I would say. We all supposed to be one way. We're supposed to dress like this. We're supposed to do tricks like that. We're supposed to act in one way. So if you're a kid that if you don't fit in those parameters, you're not supposed to be here with us, you know.
Yeah,
But nowadays
yeah.
it's just more open. You can just be yourself and do whatever you do. But the pressure of for you to be accepted by the community, that pressure doesn't exist. But I think the pressure of the competitions is still high because I know that, for example, Soa was crying before the day before the finals. Her dad told me she was crying a lot before went to bed. You know, she was very nervous next day for the finals the next day. Anna Julia as well. She kind of she gets nervous as well. You know, it doesn't look like, but she does. You know.
Kind of like when I get nervous before we talk on the live stream.
Yeah. I hope you were not crying before.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
But
It
yeah,
happens, right? It happens. We're human.
yeah, it's a normal emotion to happen and to be nervous. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. But yeah, it's a different definitely it's a different generation, much different than what we used to. And I'm just bummed that it's not happening in US as much as it's happening outside of US in Europe or Asia or South America, man. It's crazy. But I mean, at the same time, I think it's good because it's decentralized the inline skating thing in a good way, you know, in a good way. But at the same time, we all need US to come up on board, get your kids out on skates, you know.
Well, we all need each other. You know,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
it's a unity. You know, backside unity, front side unity. I don't know, Savannah, whatever you want to call it, right? But I
Yeah,
think that's the big number one thing. Is just unity. You know, being together or try to help each other whichever way we can, sharing or going to events or buying products from skate shops or whatever it is. Is just like unity, unidad,
yeah.
armonía, um, togetherness.
Oh, yeah, I think that's happening nowadays. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think we are
Yeah.
more united than before. Yeah, for sure. We just gotta watch out when money start to pour in inline skate again, so people start to go blind because of money. But I don't think that's gonna happen like before. But I think we're way more united now. We're just missing the American skaters. That's all that we were used to just to idolize. You know.
We need Pianoski to come back to California. Yeah. Yeah, regresa a California, Pia.
And
We need
shake
you guys.
everything
We
out,
need you
right?
guys over here.
You was
I was,
yeah,
I was
it was
really
great.
hoping that Fabiola would be over here for a Blading Cup, but I guess she couldn't make it.
Did you watch the her promo edit at at the event? Everyone
Yo
was
choré,
cheering. I didn't see.
choré, choré.
Oh, nice, man.
There's so
Uh,
many emotions there, man. You know, like her, the people there, the people in the videos, Arlo talking, Pia talking, Corvo talking. It was awesome, man. I
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
I
you watched
felt
that too, right?
I felt like I was in her place there, and then it just chore, chore.
So when Pia show up at the screen, everybody probably cheered, right?
Ah, he Pia's like ah, yeah, ah.
Yeah,
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 Pia's always
yeah.
bringing his good energy, right?
Oh yeah, he is, man. He is. I never met him in person. No, I never met Fabio in person, man. How crazy is that?
Me either.
I,
One day we'll meet him.
one day, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I I I've been following Fabiola since she was 16, 17 when she went to, or even before, because my friend went to São Paulo before she went to X Games in 96. I already knew about Fabiola in 95. My friend went to compete in São Paulo in 1995, and he came back and he said, "Oh, there's this girl. She's pretty good. Her name is Fabiola." So I already heard about that. But first time I've seen her was in at the X Games 96, and since then I've been following, following her career. And that's what I told her on the live next time. I say, "Hey, I know you since you're 16, but I never met you." That's funny. Yeah, yeah. It's funny, yeah. Also with Fabio Ennis, I met him in person when he was like 9 years old, just this little boy doing crazy tricks back in Brazil. I met him in person, spoke to him like 2 seconds. He was just a kid, he was just like 8, 9 years old. So I didn't speak to him, just say, "Get out of my way, man. I gotta go to the toilet." So just that's all what I say. But and then he became Fabio Ennis, and then I interviewed him not long ago. I mean, yeah, 2 years ago, and then it was crazy to see him and talk to him, and he's like someone that he knows. Man, he's like 35 now, and someone that I know since he was 9 years old, and you don't get to know these people personally, but you knew what they're capable of,
Yeah,
and through skating you can see their personalities, right, without actually knowing them. That's yeah.
Fabio,
Fabio Ennis,
Fabio,
Fabio Ennis, yeah, this guy here, one of the best. He came right after PR. So he was Abi was oh, he was I was gonna just put a a video of him when he was like, I think, I don't know how old he was here, but pretty young. Let me just change to, sorry, where is it? Where is it? Yep. Wh- Where can where is it? Here, sorry. So that's him like a long time ago. Fabio Ennis, maybe he was like 9 years old when I met him, 8 or 9 years old, and he already was pretty good. He was everyone knew he was like oh yeah, this kid he's gonna be somebody.
oh
So
shit, oh shit.
yeah, yeah, no, he's good, he's good. And then I'm gonna put a video of him skating when he used to skate by for razors. Um, it was just this little kid just doing
Menino,
crazy.
un menino.
Menino in a mohawk, wearing a wearing a mohawk.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, he was pro already at this age. He was the level he was skating. He was already pro. Doing true fish like
What the?
nothing. Look at the size of the skates for him.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you just look at the size of the skates for him. It's the skates like three times his size.
No
But
hazels?
I think those like these are fifth elements. But I think,
Jeez.
yeah, these are fifth elements. Those fifth elements, gray or silver color, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, he already was like a at this age, everyone said, yeah, this kid is crazy. For you to have an idea how crazy Fabio Eni's life was, he was pretty good at this age, like 8, 9 years old, and I think he became pro when he was 15,
Jeez.
and he stopped skating when he was 19. Look at Felipe Zambardino,
A samba?
that's Zamba, yeah.
What the Oh man, this is crazy.
Oh, what Zamba is doing to Nicoli nowadays, he used to do with Fabio, like teaching Fabio how to skate and all this thing. Yeah. Um, so he was already, I think he stopped skating when he was 20 years old, and he already had I think so. He stopped skating like professionally when he was 20 years old, and he skate time to time after that, but not as often as before, like going to competitions and things like that. So yeah, he was a pretty good guy. I'm just gonna go back here and see
That
the
is so
one that
crazy, man. I, that is so crazy.
his icon too. I think he's here. Fiber and his icon. And now it's when he's big but teenager. You know, that's 15 years ago. Probably he's 20 years old. So when he was 20, he was doing huge. Oh shit! Wait, no, that's he's sorry. He's just talking, trying to Fabio and
Oh,
he
episodio número 9, Chanca.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
That is pretty good. And he talks about when he had this big accident. He hit his head and he was in coma for a couple of days in New York invitation, billion New York invitation
The
back in the
Metro
day.
card.
Yeah, the one under the bridge, the one that
Yeah, yeah,
the final obstacle was the truck.
right.
Was the huge Yeah, on that one Fabio was there, but right in the beginning he had a huge crash and he hit his head and he went straight to the hospital. Yeah. And he was in coma for three days, yeah.
Oh wow.
So that's him now. I mean not now, I mean big enough,
He's not
big
9 years
enough.
old no more.
Now he's like 22. That was 15 years ago, so I guess 21, 21 years old. That was his last editing.
Oh shit.
And that was mostly in Barcelona when he was living there. And that time he was skating for Razors. He has a Razors Pro model. So yeah, but Fabio came after. I think Fabio came in 2010 actually. That's when he became
So
famous. Yeah,
Fabio Brasileño.
yeah, brasileiro, brasileiro. And then last time I went to Brazil, I met him again after all these years. And now he just works as a photographer, but he's not skating. He's skating just for fun. When I say he stopped skating, when I say it's like professionally going to competitions and making look at this, man, that's crazy. Through porn in this huge ledge.
He's kind of reminded me of Bandage.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why. Maybe the smile, maybe the skates, but there's something that reminds me of Bandage.
That's true. Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, Fabio Ennis, man, he was big as well. He came right after Carlos Piar, so he was. I think he was in the scene just for 5 years, and then he had the accident in the invitation, New York invitation, and he, for that, fucking. He comes so fast.
Wild.
He is, right?
But like you can see determination. You can see like he's going for it because he's gonna do it. Like nothing's stopping me. I'm doing it. Ooh.
That's what he said in his competition, his interview, man. He was like, before the accident, he said, I had no fear. It's just like, I want to do it. I'm just going to do it. That's what he said. I'm going to put this thing here. Super Rival Brazil, because Brazil, Super Rival, it's a big competition in Brazil. It's going to happen again this month, I mean.
Who does
They,
that one? Or where is that at? Like
Super,
where?
it's Super Rival. It's made by Pagua, Anderson Pagua. Um, if there is a picture, if he show up here, I'll stop the video. But
But where is it
um,
located?
that it's in São Bernardo, in São Paulo. Do you know? There was a viral video of Nicole Machado. She's doing a soul grind in the streets, big rail. Have you seen that? That at the end she cried.
Oh my gosh. Woo. Yo lloré también. Yo lloré
So
también.
that's over here. That's the spot. That's not this rail, but the rail just
Okay.
down further.
Okay.
So that's a location where they do this contest. So the first spot is this rail, and the next spot is that huge rail that Nicole created. So that's in São Bernardo, in São Paulo, if I'm not wrong, the city of São Bernardo in the state of São Paulo. Um, and yeah, so that's one of the biggest street competition in Brazil. It's not the biggest one. It used to be huge before. That's 2011. But they've been doing. They just stopped doing the COVID. Now they're back, and this year they're gonna do it again.
Super
This
rival.
month, yeah. Michael, that's the big look. That's the big rail.
Wow.
Um, Crazy.
Más loco.
And he already was celebrating before the end. This is a huge rail, man. Crazy. But yeah, this month I think.
Who's gonna win?
I don't know. Michael Prado gonna be there.
Really?
Yeah, he's in Brazil right now. I think he's in Colombia right now, but probably he's gonna be in Brazil soon. Yeah.
Los patins de Michael Prado. Uf, muy legal. Muy legal.
He probably is pretty similar to Frankie's one, right? What do you
I
think?
ha- I haven't tried the Michelle Prado ones.
The looking they're sick, man. The new skates, the black and white as well, they're sick, yeah. Prado is huge. So this contest is this month. I think 17, which we know, 27, I think. 27 the month. I think I have to check, but to make sure. I'm not sure right now. 360, so like nothing. That's crazy.
And the way he looks back, he just looks back like, yeah, I did it. Like, sí, sí lo hice. Look at me.
Competition, yeah, competition in Brazil is so fun, man, because people just take it so seriously, and at the same time, everyone's cheering you so much. People on the sideline, just going crazy for whatever. Fabio Enes and Zambardino. I see this skate. They skating together. Oh shit! I gotta do the
Eh,
hack.
cómo llaman al perro? Caramelo, el caramelo. Why, why,
Caramelo, yeah.
why do they call them caramelos, bro?
Oh, because caramel is the color, right? Oh shit! caramel is the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah, same meaning, right? So, but for some reason they say that color is a caramel color, so they call caramelo. But the same as the orange cat, which is the crazy cat, they say the caramel dog is the crazy dog on the street dog,
I think I
because
heard maybe twice or three times like Brazilians calling a dog caramelo, and I'm like, are they call all the dogs caramelos?
I think the street dog they call caramelo because it's a mixed dog, like all race mixed, like black, white, whatever. So they mix and they all somehow come out brown, which is kind of similar to caramelo, So they call it street dog caramelo, yeah. Caramelo, yeah.
Over here they call them mutts. Muts. Mutts
Mutts.
is
That's the
mix.
street dog.
It's a
A mix.
mix of like all over the place, like
That's the way. This should be all mixed, like in Brazil.
caramelos.
Try to get caramelos, yeah, we all caramelos, man. It's funny when people talk about Brazil, they misunderstand Brazilian race a lot. Like they might think that that I'm white or some people are black or something like that. But we don't see like that. We just say like we're just mixed. For example, my family's come from Italy, but I just found out about that when I was like 15 years old, or I don't know, 20 years old. Never really care about that. But people trying to, hey, but what's your background? It's like I'm Brazilian. But I mean, well, but you white. I said, yeah. So what? They're like, "Oh, yeah, my parents are from like my family's from Italy. Oh, so you kind of quarter Italian? No, no, I'm Brazilian, man. I'm not fucking. I don't speak Italian. I don't even like pasta. So why you know, so why you calling me Italian? I'm Brazilian. I'm just say like that.
Uh,
And
my, my,
people
toda gente de Estados Unidos son gringos.
gringos. I think Brazilians say yeah, gringos, yeah. Or from like East East Europe as well. They say gringo. Yeah. All of those, they are not Latinos. We say gringo. I think so. Something like that.
But I
If you're
am
not a
I am I am Latino, and I have been called a gringo.
really,
Yes.
I saw.
Oh, gringo favorito de nosotros. I'm like, what? Like, no,
Where
I
did
don't
you
take
hear that?
offense. I don't take offense. I'm just like, I find
Oh
it
no, no,
funny.
no.
I
No,
find
no.
it
We
funny,
don't
you know?
in any shape and form we making fun of someone. It's just we would say foreigner. We just say gringo. But we
Yeah.
would refer in my mind, I would refer to a gringo more like a yeah, who's not Latino. I would say that. But everyone uses the way they want. That's the thing, Brazil as well. Like they they don't use the words in the same way that everybody wants other people do. That's the funny
Yeah.
thing about it.
Yeah.
They kind of use it in the same way, yeah. But yeah, people kind of misunderstand Brazilian race a lot. They think that they're trying to understand that they think that Brazilians are black, and then if you're not black, you're supposed to come from somewhere. But I say, but black people in Brazil come from somewhere too. They didn't come. The Indians are from Brazil. The Aborigines.
Yeah.
What's the name of that guy? Alex
The
Pereira,
comedian?
right?
A comedian
Now
or
the UFC champion, Alex Pereira.
McGregor? Pereira.
Yeah, his background is Indian, like Brazilian Aborigine. So
Oh shit.
um, he has even a name, a nickname in Brazilian Aboriginal language. I think it's Poa or Paoa, something like that, which is mean hands of stone
Mm.
because he hits pretty hard. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, Brazil is all mixed. I think US is a lot of races, but it's not as mixed maybe as Brazil. Um, Maybe because of the type of immigration, right? I was reading about it. The type of immigration in Brazil was more exploration, not like a uh, not an actual immigration where people go to move and settle. It was more to explore the land. So in that, for that reason, um, the the people here were the slaves here, or the people who were living here were treated very different than in the USA. So for that reason, the mixing started from colonization time, and it's been mixing all until to this point. So it's been mixing for so long that um, we have a new race called mulatto, which is like a Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, like a or kind of you don't know white or black, Romario, something like that. Yeah.
Pero todos estamos juntos, right?
Oh, of course. There's no doubt about that, man. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. Not in
Es, no-
Japan though.
es nomás, es nomás el lenguaje que a veces um, no deja comunicar.
Sim, sim, sim. Não tem a linguagem que
Pero,
não deixa
pero
comunicar.
es nomás escuchar un poco y abrir la oreja y el corazón. Abrir la oreja, el corazón y tomar lo que venga.
Sim, sim. I think the problems, yeah. The funny thing about like me living in Japan right now and living in a country which is 99% of the people here are Japanese, and a small percentage is foreigners or different races. Me looking back in Brazil is just so funny because Brazilian, how to say, the Brazilian culture, it is the mixed culture. I think if you look back to if you get, for example, US as an example, you have the black culture, the Latin culture, and the white culture, which is which of them have different characteristics because there was the segregation back in the day in US, but in Brazil there was no segregation. So w- our culture, our music, our dance, our food, the way we speak, it's all one thing. The only thing they actually changed is the color of the skin. So it's pretty easy in Brazil just to go along to everyone because of that. We don't see much race as a. I'm not saying there is no problem with race in Brazil, but I'm saying that we don't see race as a reason for you to not hang out with someone or not to don't. You know what I mean?
No
It's not a
barrier.
reason at all. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all, man. But we do have problems as every other place. I'm just comparing to Japan. But Japan is so funny because here everyone is Japanese, so there is only one way to be. And in Brazil, there is so many ways to be. You can be whoever you want. And then I moved to a country where you have no option other than be Japanese, even though if you're not. Like, oh, you're not oh, I'm not Japanese, I cannot do that. But no, you are in Japan, you gotta do it.
So you are Japanese.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For
That's so
example, I
cool,
give
man.
you an example.
I think it's really cool that you're over there just doing your thing, like you're outside of your comfort zone and just still enjoying life, or I hope you're enjoying life, but it,
I
it
am.
looks kind of like you are.
Yeah, I mean, being outside of my comfort zone for the past 25 years, man. Just moving around. I used to live in Australia before, and now I'm here. So yeah, one thing I got about Japan is I can say that it's really keep in check your ego. You know, that's for sure. So they don't let you go over the top, thinking too much of yourself. So that's a good thing. But one other
Humbleness.
thing is like, yeah, they do, man, and they're very good at that. Especially if you work in a Japanese company, they humble you pretty quick. They don't, not quick, but it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. Um, but one example, for example, I do like to take vacation. I'm a foreigner, so I take a lot of vacation. Japanese people don't take vacations. They don't use their vacations. I don't know. They don't use the vacation. They have like accumulated like a 50 days of vacation for the past 3 years because they don't use it. But I do use it, and I'm always running out of vacations every year. Like I use all of them, you know. I don't let anything. Yeah, I go to Brazil. I travel. I take day off. You know, I don't care. So this guy was talking to me like, "Oh, you take too much vacation." I said, "I'm foreigner, man. Foreigners take too much vacation. I'm not Japanese." And then he said, "Yeah, but you are in Japan, and you are but the salaries is the same. So you should act like Japanese." That's what he said.
Start acting accordingly.
Yeah, I just told him, one day maybe, not now. I say that in Japanese. I say maybe one day, not now.
How would you say that in Japanese?
今じゃない, maybe 後で. Maybe if I say maybe no, 今じゃない, 多分後で. 多分 is maybe. So yeah, it's crazy. It's good, man. Good to live different countries. Open your mind a lot.
Learn different cultures, breathe different airs.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah.
And then you
That's
don't even stop there, man. You keep going to different places. Like you were just saying, you were over at the competition. And you were there with Soa and Yun Song, and I know you met Richie Eisler too, huh?
Do you know that video of CJ about China, Shanghai? Did you see the Rios?
No, I don't think so.
This one, let me see if I can find. Let me just try
But
to find here.
I saw the live video that Kevin, Kev Dog, the guy who does the you know what I'm talking about. So skaters.
Yeah, I spoke to him there. Yeah,
Yeah, he gave Richie Eisler his phone when Soa got injured. Remember, she kind of got injured at one point, and then like
yeah,
Kevin went over there, and Kevin gave the phone over to Richie. So I got to see like a bunch of behind the scenes. It was funny, man.
yeah.
Like I wish more people could see that. Like Richie is
Richie
such
was
a
funny.
he's a badass, dude. Like
Dude, look, I don't know if you can hear. The music would be good to listen to the music, but I don't think you can hear. So let me see. You cannot hear. Can you hear the music?
no.
Did you hear the music?
No.
Let me make it you.
Don't
The
switch it.
music is
Don't
important.
switch it. Don't switch it. Is this the last one? I can't hear you now. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Yes. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear the music here?
Oh yeah.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Let me go back. So
This
this
Shanghai.
was that was Shanghai. This video he was taken by CJ, and I was with him most of the time. So I was like in the background of this video. So whatever you're gonna see,
Is this the last event that you went to, or you're going to another event now?
no, this is the last event in Shanghai a couple of
Okay.
weeks ago, and I was in most of these videos. I was just there behind. Fala Medula. Medula apareceu aí, ó.
Midula,
Alexandre Medula.
fala.
All right, I'm gonna put it here.
That was Richie.
Crazy.
Yo, when Joe Atkinson starts to play the piano, like that thing is crazy. Like he goes everywhere just playing his piano. He just loves the
Yeah, that's
piano.
affordable piano. Affordable piano is all they took. Funny. But yeah, I was in most of those clips, I was actually next to CJ or sitting next to him or drinking together. We skating. The part of the skating too. I was there too. And it was crazy, man. The whole thing was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. And um Richie, he was enjoying quite a lot.
Hey, Carlos, can I do
Yeah,
a small improvised little welcome or a say hello, George, to George over
absolutely.
here at Night Skate Shop?
What's up, my man?
Hey, George, what's up, man?
You
How you
doing?
doing?
Doing all right?
Well, hold it real
You all
quick.
right?
Talk something.
Huh?
Give him an
What's up,
introduction.
man?
Be like,
You put on the spot.
we're over
You
here at
put on the
Night Skate
spot, man. I
Shop.
don't know what.
Yeah, it's my shop. You seen it? You see it around?
How long?
Not
How
sure.
long you have your shop, man?
4 years?
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
You used to work with skating before in a different shop, or was it your first time?
Nah, I did corporate sales, so I did a lot
Okay.
of selling just stuff for a living before I came out and did this.
What
So
happened? What did you make the move?
just right place, right time. You know, everything just seemed kind of right to do. I was already running another small business, doing something else, and then was just like, why not? When presented with the opportunity, you know, the
Yeah,
rent wasn't $2,000 a month or like $2,300 a month when I first started. So that made it easier. But you know,
you see more people skating in your area there right now. That's why it made you make that decision.
yeah, it was during COVID, so there was a lot of people skating.
Hmm.
You know, so that had a lot to do with it. Now I see, you know, things are dying down now. Like a lot more people skating still. You know, way more people skating, especially pre-pandemic. But you know, a lot of
Hmm.
rollouts, a lot of activity, like in the culture and stuff. But you know, as it were, like, you know, as everybody gets, you know, more experience skating, everybody wants something more and more specific, and it just gets hard to cater
Yeah,
to everybody. You know what I mean? So many damn
that's.
companies out there. I can't even count on my hand, I think, the number of aggressive companies I've heard in the last 4 months pop up. So
I think there are
yeah,
17.
yeah. I don't even
Yeah,
know. I don't pay attention.
I was talking about that the other day. That's a lot. And then when it comes to skate wheels, that's crazy. That's I don't know how many skate wheels we have. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
don't know
then
if that's
well,
a good or bad thing, but like you say, you just get to the point. It's too much, right?
yeah, it's just, well, as a retailer, you know, it's difficult because everybody sells direct, which is totally fine. I get it. But then everybody else, like, they want you to pay a minimum to have the luxury or the honor of stocking their product. You know what I mean? Just like, it's like, whatever. It's like, I'm tired of dealing with all these up and coming companies. You know what I mean? $2,000 minimum order, we could have a so and so product in your shop right now. It's like, man, fuck you. I'm not buying that shit. Let me have it. How about that?
But it's good to have a physical shop, so where people can come in and check the skates, and which is very important with skating. Like, it's not like skateboarding, you can buy something.
That's what I want to start doing. Like, I'm gonna start leveraging with the retailer or with anybody. Like, I'm not gonna. There's zero chance moving forward that I'll ever pay to have a product brought in. Only way I'm taking on new vendors moving forward is just send me product if you want me to stock it. Like, there's a benefit. I pay bills to have a physical store. There's a benefit to having a physical store for your product. If you want to have your product in a physical shop, send me some. Otherwise, don't fucking call me anymore. I'm not going to bring in another 60mm wheel. I'm not going to bring in another fucking $100-something $50 skate, or I'm not going to bring in another $600 skate. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to see your product on shelves in a store, send me some and I'll put it on the shelves. And if it sells, I'll order more, because I'm all about making money. If your product sells,
more. Yeah, that's true. I think we should worry more about with entry level skates, the cheap ones that can they can like go neck to neck with the skateboard, because skateboard is so cheap, right? It's like $100 to get a skateboard. But inline skates not like that. So
Flying Eagle has some good products. If you go direct, you can't, like, that's the problem. Even Micro would be the perfect company probably. Only problem is they're stepped on before I get them. So there's like a middleman, you know what I mean? And it takes a bulk of the profit out. It makes it really not worth it, you know? But trying to figure that stuff out.
Yeah, buying expensive skates, like you say, $600 skates, that's not not profitable at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's my bread and butter right now. So that's where I'm making most of my money, are like the high end skates. So, you know, carbon skates, a lot of the free rides, you know, a lot of the high end stuff is really where the money's at.
CJ primes are on sale.
Primes are on sale. but you know, it's those, you know, not everybody's buying them all the time, obviously. But the good thing is I skate with most of the people that would buy them. So oftentimes, you know, people are hitting me up when it's that time. They're like, yo, trying to get those $910, $1,000 skates. Like, let's do it, you know? So those come in handy. Those come in handy for sure. But all the other stuff, super easy. You know, as long as I have a skate under $200, it sells. Somebody comes in, that's usually what they're trying to spend. You know, if they're trying to spend less than that, I just tell them to go on OfferUp or eBay or Amazon. I'm like,
market as well.
Yeah, good luck. Go somewhere else. Like, I don't want to deal with it because, you know, so many headaches. I
know skate shop is a difficult thing, man. But it's a very important part of the skating, but it's so difficult as well, right?
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. You know, there's people that definitely understand, and people that definitely like come here specifically because of the shop and deal with me specifically because I'm a physical shop. But, you know, in this day and age, most people just don't care. You know what I mean? Which is fine. Like, I totally understand it in the age of Amazon, you know. But
different generation. Yeah, I used to hang out at the skate shop all the time when I used to live back in Australia. I used to just stay at the local skate shop all the time. Yeah, buying little things every day, whatever I could buy to help.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Good luck with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure. Here you go, senor.
Support Night Skate Shop, motherfuckers. Look at it. Night Skate Shop.
All right. Leonard, my friend. I think we're good. What do you reckon?
I say muito obrigado. Muito obrigado por usted. Por tiempo y por siempre darme un lugar para expresarme o para decir lo que tengo que decir, ¿no? So, muito obrigado por vocês.
Eu agradeço pelo suporte e apoio que você está sempre assistindo nossos episódios. Agradeço muito.
Yo trato y ya sabe, hoy no tengo camisa chanca, pero chanca tengo corazón.
Eu vou mandar uma camisa Chanca para você logo, logo. A próxima remessa vai começar. We're gonna print again.
Yo hago mis propias camisas chanca. Tengo mi propia línea.
Essas são mais importantes que a que eu imprimo no Brasil.
Hey, para mí vale mucho. Y otra vez, agradezco y muy obrigado. Siempre.
Eu que agradeço, irmão. Grande abraço aí. Tamo junto.
Estamos juntos, hermano. Ya sabes.
Valeu.
Nightscape para siempre y chanca. Let's go.
Valeu, abraço. Falou, galera.
Abrazo, hermano.
Abraço.